We're at the point now where AI agents can work for days at a time, days of independence from human oversight. Obviously, where this is going to lead to is the inclusion of AI agents working autonomously within organizations like businesses for hours and hours and hours, days and days and days. And it's a point of pride, of course, for AI developers to be able to offer AI that works at this level, has these capabilities. And something that you need to be aware of as a business owner is that AI agents that do autonomously work are still very much in an experimental phase, even though they are increasingly accessible to business owners. Perhaps the most high-profile example of AI agents taking on a lot of responsibility within an organization is Anthropic's Project Vend. Project Vend is ongoing. It is a series of experiments featuring an AI agent that effectively works as the manager of a vending machine. The goal of Project Vend is to determine whether the AI is capable of taking on such responsibility with as little human intervention as possible. And one way to measure this, of course, is by making the vending machine go out into the real world, first in Anthropic's own offices where employees were able to buy things from the vending machine run by the AI agent. The Wall Street Journal ran its own version of Project Vend with Anthropic. What was seen was that AI was very exploitable by humans, certainly by people who were intentional bad actors, but even just generally people who wanted specific items that were hard to get. An example from the Wall Street Journal case is getting the vending machine to purchase a PlayStation as part of a promotional offer. Remember, this is just a vending machine that's supposed to have snacks. And another thing that the AI agent ordered was a live goldfish. Of course, if you had humans running that vending machine, you could hardly expect those items to be on offer. Another thing that Anthropic found in Project Vend is that it's not too tenable to just have a single master agent for a certain task. At least tasks of the scope like running a vending machine. Which running a vending machine, of course, is meant as a stand-in for just running a business in general, taking on a management role, a serious responsibility within an organization. So what Anthropic did was bring in sub-agents. Sub-agents were found to be the most effective when they were split off from tasks independent of the initial AI agent. When you tried to have sub-agents working in partnership with the AI agent on certain tasks, sometimes it would help, but other times it would lead to an overall net negative effect. There would be confusion, there would be overriding. The lesson here seems to be using AI agents to specialize in certain tasks rather than have AI agents both essentially try to do the same task, because in the latter scenario, there's just going to be conflict or contradiction. In the multiple iterations of Project Vend, there has been progress, specifically in lowering the losses that the AI agent has seen running the vending machine. That does give reason to think that, okay, AI agents are on track to act as independent employees or even take on managerial roles within organizations. Maybe not quite yet, but we're getting there. But while we're on the way there, business owners should be reflecting on how these AI agents can be weak in ways that even the average human employee would not really be weak in. One of these is the exploitability of AI agents. If you're going to have customer-facing or even employee-facing AI agents, you're going to need to be sensitive to the idea that there are just creative ways to prompt an AI agent into doing something that's not commonsensical, that is not profitable, to just exploit the AI agent in ways that benefit the user but may not benefit the organization. Another is that you're really going to want to have a human in the loop when it comes to signing off on major decisions by the AI agent. The whole Project Vend experiment, much of it related to, hey, let's see if we can go hands off with an AI agent and still monitor it, because it's an experiment after all, you want to see what it's doing. But if you were to go hands off with an agent, what would it do? And seeing the zany, unprofitable things that the AI agent did running that vending machine should tell business owners that, yeah, you're going to want a human in the loop when it comes to major decisions. You don't want to be too confident in kind of these just set it down and let it go type of AI agents. You're going to need some human check-in, human oversight. Otherwise, this might not be so much an investment as a drain on your organization if things get really out of hand. So to make sure that you get a return on investment with an AI agent, yes, you're going to want to make sure that people are keeping tabs on it within the organization, making sure that the AI agent is aligned with your overall business goals, and to make sure that the organizational architecture that the agent is working within is conducive to meeting those goals. That's why Anthropic is discovering that just one master agent, it tends to be inferior to having multiple agents split into specialized tasks, as well as AI monitors that can discover when an AI agent is going wrong. For the human in the loop thing, the example of Project Vend bringing in an AI agent to act as like the CEO of the vending machine, while the main agent was like the owner slash manager of the vending machine. You should have a human in that CEO role that oversees the operations of the AI agent managing a certain process or working on a specialized task. You want to make sure that on the top level, a human is overlooking the AI rather than having an AI watch the AI. Humans managing AIs that are managing specialized AIs is going to be the architecture that's probably going to work best, at least the way things are looking right now. These are some things to keep in mind as you start to see more and more AI agents hit the market, more marketing that you're going to be exposed to about AI agents and the wild promises of what they can do. Just keep these in mind, keep Project Vend in mind, and be sensible when it comes to the use of AI agents and deployment within your organization. If you want to learn more, we have Substack posts about this very topic if you want to go more in depth. Thanks for listening. I'm Connor Rafferty, signing off.